Hello students, today I am going to explain about valencies of several elements, molecules, compounds. Okay, what is the use of valencies? Using valencies, you can write chemical formula. Suppose if somebody asked you to write a chemical formula for potassium oxide, you can say it is K2O. It is K2O. Okay. Anyway, there are it is very difficult to remember valencies of many elements and compounds. But if you link the valencies of the elements, compounds with with a story, you can easily remember all the valencies of compounds, molecules, atoms. Okay, what is valency? What is valency? The meaning of valency and its history. All the things are explained in video one. So, if you want to learn about the meaning of valency, you simply watch video one. Okay, in this video, I am going to explain stories or incidents, historical incidents, etc to link them with valencies of compounds, atoms, elements, etc. Okay. See, first of all, let us see. There are some valencies of some elements are shown here. Sodium, Na plus, silver Ag plus, potassium K plus, copper Cu plus, Cu2 plus, magnesium like that. Calcium Ca2 plus, zinc Zn 2 plus. Similarly, oxide O2 minus, nitride N3 minus, sulfide S2 minus, chloride Cl minus, bromide Br minus, iodide I minus, and nitrate NO3 minus, nitride NO2 minus, sulfide SO3 2 minus, phosphate PO4 3 minus, phosphide PO3 3 minus. Similarly, chromite Cr2 plus, Cr3 plus, manganese Mn2 plus, Mn3 plus, iron Fe2 plus, Fe3 plus, cobalt CO2 plus, CO3 plus, copper Cu plus, Cu2 plus, zinc Zn2 plus, argentinium silver Ag plus, cadmium Cd2 plus, stannum tin Sn2 plus, Sn4 plus, hydrogenum mercury Hg2 plus, Hg2 plus, plumbum lead Pb2 plus, Pb4 plus, sulfide SO3 2 minus, sulfate SO4 2 minus, phosphate PO4 3 minus, phosphate PO3 3 minus, hypochlorite ClO minus, chloride ClO2 minus, chloride ClO3 minus, perchlorate ClO4 minus, acetate C2H3O2 minus or CH2COOH minus, permanganate MnO4 plus, dichromate Cr2O7 2 minus, oxalate C2O4 2 minus, peroxide CO2 2 minus. Like that, another carbonate CO3 2 minus, hydrogen carbonate HCO3 minus, ammonia NH3 plus, ammonium NH4 plus, hydroxide OH minus. Like that, there are 42 different valencies are there, and multiple valencies are coming. If all multiple valencies and all the 42 are added, it may become nearly say 60 to 70 valencies you have to remember. Of course, such thing appears to be formidable, and such thing appears to be very difficult. But by linking a story with the valencies, you can easily remember all the valencies. Of course, this is the difficult part of chemistry, and if you overcome this difficult part, you can sit comfortably in the chemistry. Okay, you can feel comfortable. You can feel comfortable with the chemistry. Okay. Let us go to the this one. I say that here valencies oxidation numbers. Okay, it is not necessary for you. Now we come to that one. Let us first consider valencies of some elements. 4 elements are shown here: sodium, potassium, silver, copper. Copper 1 is shown because copper has 2 valencies. So copper valencies are indicated as copper 1, copper 2. Okay, I already told you valency means combining capacity of the atom. If the If you take oxygen, valency is 2 because oxygen is able to combine with two other elements like hydrogen, thereby forming H2O. Okay, that is a simple meaning. That meaning, all such meanings are given in video 1. Okay, sodium valency is Na plus. Na plus means Na1 plus. Potassium valency is K plus. K plus means K1 plus. I write now. Okay, this is what Na plus means Na1 plus. Okay, usually we don't write 1 and so simply write it as Na plus. Similarly, potassium K plus means Ka1 plus. Argentinium, silver is Ag1 plus, and copper Cu1 plus. Okay, so let us first form. See, sodium symbol should be SO, but there is Na plus, because sodium is English word and natrium is Latin word. Okay, sodium is called natrium. Sodium is called natrium in Latin. Sodium is called natrium in Latin language. No? Sodium no natrium and pilistal. Okay, that I write here. But similarly, potassium is called kalium. I also write. Similarly, silver is called argentinum in Latin. Similarly, copper is called cuprium in Latin. Okay, let us see that. Kalium, argentinum. Okay, it is not given, so let us ignore it. Cuprium. Okay. Okay, like that. Sodium is English word, natrium is Latin word. So that is why sodium symbol is Na plus. Similarly, potassium is called kalium in Latin. Therefore, potassium symbol is K plus, not P. Silver is called argentinum in Latin. So silver symbol is not Si, it is Ag plus. Copper is called cuprium in Latin. So copper symbol is not Co but Cu plus. Okay, like that. Why? Because Latin means Latin is a very 2000-year-old civilization, and in the Latin the chemistry was developed very much. And the Roman people were talking in Latin language. Roman people discovered 15 elements. Those 15 elements symbols are as it is we are using today, even though we are using English words. Okay, as a due respect to Romans. Okay, next let us see that. First, let us form the memory tips to remember the valencies of the above 4 elements. So now I have given valencies of 4 elements. Now, so let us try to form a story to remember the valencies of these 4 elements. 4 elements means sodium, potassium, silver, copper. If I ask what is the valency of sodium, you should say that Na plus. If I ask what is the valency of potassium, you should be able to say K plus. If I ask what is the valency of silver, you should say that it is Ag plus. If I ask valency of copper 1, you should say that Cu plus. Okay, let us link one story to remember all these things. Okay. Okay, first you see the world map. You know this part is called Europe, this is Asia, this one is Africa. Europe and Asia are separated not by sea but by mountain range called Eurasia. Eurasia will be somewhere here. Eurasia will be somewhere here. This Eurasia mountain is separating Europe and Asia. This is Africa. Next one is you see this big slide I show you. Okay, this is a map of Europe. In this map of Europe, a region is bordered. A region is bordered by a big pink color line. Okay, and this bordered region, this region is called once upon a time called Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia was comprising 6 countries like Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Kosovo, Montenegro, Montenegro, like that. All these 6 nations combined together formed Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia was there just beside Italy. Italy pakkale unnadi. Okay. Next, Yugoslavia, when it was formed, Yugoslavia was formed by 6 nations in 1945. What is the significance of 1945? 1945 means after World War II. World War II completed in the year 1945. It was started in 1939 and ended in 1945. So Yugoslavia was formed by 6 nations in 1945. In 1989, Yugoslavia again separated into separate nations. Yugoslavia was divided because the first nation that was separated is Slovenia. Slovenia is here. See that. Here you will find Slovenia, the top country of Yugoslavia. Okay, at the top edge of the Yugoslavia, you will find Slovenia. Okay, this Slovenia. The Slovenia was the first nation that was separated. Why? Because Slovenia thought that it was it was producing a lot of things, and all such things are utilized by remaining member nations. So Slovenia thought that if it was separated from the Union, it will be benefited much. Therefore, Slovenia was the first country that was separated from Yugoslavia in the year 1989. Actually, Yugoslavia was formed in 1945, and Slovenia was separated in 1989 because it thought that it was beneficial if it was separated. So Slovenia was separated from the Yugoslavia. See that Slovenia was now enlarged here, and Slovenia capital is Ljubljana. The letter J is silent here. See that J is there. The J's are silent. So Ljubljana. Beside Slovenia, there is a country called Italy, and in Italy, the famous city called Venice is also identified. What is special of Venice? Venice special is you cannot walk. You should go by boat. ఇంట్లో నుంచి బయటికి వస్తే సైకిల్ మీద కాదు వెళ్ళవలసింది, బోట్లో వెళ్ళాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఒకసారి చూడండి వెనీస్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, in front of every home there will be boat. Through boat only you can travel from one home to another home. That is special of Venice. Okay, next Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Albania all were formed as one nation called Yugoslavia after World War II in 1945. But in 1989-1990, Slovenia was the first separated from the Yugoslavia, as it thought that all its profits were going to other member nations. Once separated, Slovenia has developed very well, and so it is positive. ఒకసారి separate అయిన తర్వాత Slovenia really developed very much. So development means positive. And Slovenia was the first country. To be separated from the Union. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఈ ఫస్ట్ అనేది తీసుకున్నాము. స్లోవేనియా మీన్స్ సోడియం, పాజిటివ్ డెవలప్మెంట్, ఫస్ట్ కంట్రీ. సో Na+, that is what. Okay, see that is like that. You can write. what I say that Slovenia means sodium. Sodium. Well developed. Well developed means positive. Positive. First country separated. First country separated. Separated from Yugoslavia. So it is one plus. It is one plus. First means one. You are linking this first with one. Positive development. Positive with plus sign. Okay, like that. And sodium. Sodium with Na. Sodium with Na. So finally you will get sodium has valency of Na 1 plus, because sodium is Slovenia. 1 means positive development. 1 means first country to separated. Plus means positive development. Okay, this is all about. I say that Na 1 plus. This is Slovenia. One means first country. Positive means positive development. Positive means positive development. So this is all about. We can also include this one. ఒక స్లైడ్ లో పెట్టేస్తే మనకు చక్కగా ఉంటుంది. Next one is ఇక్కడ పెడితే బాగుంటుంది కదా. Right, it is all okay. Next let us go to another valency. Now you see the Europe map. In the Europe you will find a country called Italy. Italy has an island called Sicily, just like India has an island called Sri Lanka, but Sri Lanka doesn't belong to India. Okay, Sri Lanka is not part of India, it is separate country, but Sicily is part of Italy. Sicily is part of Italy. And Sicily is the number one tourist center in Italy. Number one tourist center in Italy, and so it is generating lot of money. It is generating lot of money. Lot of money means positive development. Lot of money generation means positive development. Number one tourist center. Number one tourist center. That is why you are calling it as Sicily is the number one tourist spot in Italy. So Sicily is equal to silver is equal to Ag plus. Okay, you have to link Sicily with silver. Sicily with silver. 1 plus. Why? Number one tourist spot. Number one tourist spot in Italy. Number one tourist spot in Italy. That is why it is Ag 1 plus. Ag 1 plus. Ag 1 plus. Ag 1 plus. Okay, for this also let us form one paper tape. Sicily. You are linking Sicily with silver. Sicily is what? Number one tourist spot. So for this you are getting 1. Tourist spot means lot of money, lot of business, lot of money. Is equal to lot of money. So you are saying that it is positive. See, all these things leads to, you are calling it as AG 1 plus. AG 1 plus. Okay, this is what I am going to add. This is going to add. Next, you are talking about, next you see that. Okay, next you see Europe map. In the Europe map, you are observing something. This is Europe map. Okay, in the Europe map, you will see that this top country here, Denmark. See that Denmark is appearing now. Slide show, this one big slide show. You are seeing Denmark here. Okay, let us talk about Denmark. Before that, Denmark, let us take one simple case. Miss Next you see that Portugal is there. First you see the Europe. In the Europe map you will find this Portugal here. Portugal is here. So you come to this point. Portugal, Portuguese were the first people to reach India by sea route. By sea route like this. Okay, the captain of the ship was Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama came from Portugal. He discovered sea route to India in 1498 on May 28th. Okay, Portugal. So it is a positive development. It is a positive development, and Portugal was the first country. See that first. First means K1 plus. You are linking that first with 1. Positive means positive development, because a lot of spice business carried out. That spice business, by that spice business, Portugal got a lot of profits. So it is 1 plus. And so potassium valence is 1 plus. Potassium valence is 1. 1 means Portugal was the first country which discovered sea route India. Plus means it has benefited a lot by the spice business. And potassium is called kalium in Latin. Therefore, the symbol is K1 plus. K1 plus. K1 plus. Okay, now you see a country called Denmark. Denmark somewhere here. Denmark capital is Copenhagen. Copenhagen. Denmark is the second largest country in the Europe. Second largest country in the Europe. Actually, first largest country in the Europe is Russia. Of course, in the world also largest country is Russia. In the Europe also largest country is Russia. Second largest is Denmark. Denmark is very, very small up here, but it is large, because to the Denmark there is a Greenland. Greenland belongs to Denmark. Greenland belongs to Denmark. That is why Denmark is the second largest country in the Europe. Denmark capital is Copenhagen. Copenhagen. Okay. This beside Denmark, you will find another country called Sweden. See that beside Denmark, there is another country called Sweden. Okay, now the Denmark map is enlarged. Denmark map is enlarged, and you will see that there is a Sweden also. Denmark is here. Its capital Copenhagen is denoted here. The between Copenhagen and Sweden, there is a very narrow sea channel. Narrow sea channel is there, and that narrow sea is connected by a bridge. Therefore, the people of Copenhagen can go to Sweden by boat or by bus. If they want to bus, they can travel by this road. If they want to go by boat, they can go by sea route. Sea through the sea. So the Copenhagen people can go to Sweden by road travel or by sea route. That is why Copenhagen you are linking with copper. See that Copenhagen is linking with the copper. Copenhagen has two routes to Sweden. One is land route and sea route. Therefore, copper also has two valencies. One is one place, another one is 2 plus. So Cu1 plus, Cu2 plus are there. Cu1 plus, Cu2 plus are there for the for the copper. Copper is linked to Copenhagen is linked to copper. Copenhagen has two routes, sea route and land route, and hence copper also has two valencies. One is Cu1 plus and then Cu2 plus. Actually, at the beginning there is no sea bridge. No, there is no sea bridge. Only the sea travel is there from Copenhagen to Sweden. So at the beginning, copper has only one valence, Cu1 plus. Later, using advanced technology, they built a bridge is there. So by that bridge construction, Copenhagen has two options to travel to Sweden, either by land route or by sea route. That is why copper has two valencies, Cu1 plus and Cu2 plus. Okay, I conclude this video. Thank you.